more questions are still coming. Maybe these people
Well,
don't.
we would answer.
So these people don't want me to ask my question. So Augustine, he said, what would be your expectations for Nigerian players this coming season? Who would you say is the Nigerian player that will perform the most in the coming season, especially in the Premier League? Looking at the influx of players coming into the Premier League.
How many players do we have in the Premier League? We have Wilfred Ndidi, Kelechi Iheanacho.
Yeah, Franco
We
Yeka,
have
Taiwo
Franco Yeka,
Awoniyi.
Taiwo Awoniyi. I think my top pick is still going to be Taiwo Awoniyi. Taiwo Awoniyi is a player that I pick. He's got momentum on his side. He's got a team that wants to prove a point. Even though they signed 11 players, they're still looking to sign more. It might take them some time to blend in. Not really have a great preseason, but I think it's a player that I want to look up to perform better, because his performance is going to be judged on goal. For a player like Wilfred Ndidi, for instance, people will not really judge him that much, because there's a way his game is he doesn't have a team that makes it happen for him. If he had a team that tells you how many blocks, how many stops, how many passes, how many interception he makes, you'll be able to judge all of that. But unfortunately, the things that should count for him is that he doesn't have that secondary or primary assist that leads to goal that much, and his goals are not consistent. Well, you can't blame him. He's playing as a DM. He's not instructed to go across the line and go seek for goals and all that. But you would look at that. Then for Kelechi Iheanacho, I would have put a lot of hope on Kelechi Iheanacho, but Kelechi, the inconsistency with Kelechi is actually more of a comedian than a footballer by my book. So he's prodigiously talented. Of all the Nigerian players in England, he's the most talented. That left foot is incredible, but he doesn't even know that he's got that talent. So he doesn't. Kelechi is like a lion that grows up with sheep. So he's thinking he's a big sheep with big furry hair, and it's not a lion. And so he's playing with the things that are supposed to be his food, his fuel. And I don't know.
Alex Iwobi?
Alex Iwobi is coached by a British coach. And you know my position with English coaches. They are relegation battlers. Alex Iwobi had a very good end of season.
Yeah.
I won't argue about that. Very first time I saw him play like that. But my question is always, is it the bounce of a new coach? One. Is it also survivor battle that brought that upon him? My jury is still out on him. I tell everybody, I wish I could say I love him and I want him to be that. He should prove me wrong. My jury is still out on him. I want to see him this season, but unfortunately, he's got a British coach. British coaches don't really coach players. Steven Gerrard is making an exception to the rule, and it does look like Wayne Rooney is going to be an exception to the rule as well. But my jury is out on Frank Lampard, and also it's out on Alex Iwobi. But I just do hope that I prove me wrong. There is a comment here from someone, Omoluabi. He said, "Good morning, Mr. Idafi, Matthew, Bishop of the Medemede Cathedral. I respect your submission this morning. It's clearly obvious that you are saying the truth on our players who lacks ambition and always want to be in their comfort zone. But most of them didn't see that the way you saw it." Yes, I agree. They actually, it's hard. See, when the exchange rate controls your mental state, it is hard. It is very, very hard. When we went to Odion, and I remember you asked him a question, how is it that you did not allow the drinking lifestyle, the gun lifestyle, the whole crazy lifestyle in Ajegule to influence you? Yeah. What did he say to you? He said discipline. And when you were on the hot seat, that's exactly what you also said. Yeah. I mean, there is that discipline to rise above it. A large number of Nigerian players, unfortunately, judge their career based on exchange rate. I'm saying this because I've been very close to these players. Sometimes when you try to talk to the players and say, do this, the next thing they tell you is, you know how many house I get? You know how many motor I get? You know, so you can't convince such a person. You can't sell branding, progress to them. They don't see what you're saying. What you're saying does sound like, who are you to come and tell me that have 10 houses already? Me that can walk into a government house. Who are you? So there's no ambition. And you look at them and say, you expect them to win highest goal scorer in their league. Oh, God forbid. They are not even seeing that one.
All right, I think this will be the last question I'll take from my people on this forum.
You should answer their question, though. They are your listeners.
We are almost wrapping up on the show. But he said, Manny, please ask Elegbete on his honest take regarding the whole Osita and Osimhen drama, the freeze stuff and all that. Like, I should ask you, what's your honest take? Have you reached out to Osimhen, and what do you make of Osita's claim of Osimhen not paying him his money? So your honest take.
Osita's claim is legit. Osita's claim is legit. Osita was his former manager. Okay, and there are evidence. I've seen the evidence. I've seen the bank transfer. I've asked all the people that are involved in it. I would always love Osimhen. I'm not going to stop loving him because of all of this drama. Do I like what is happening around him? No. Can this destroy his career? Yes. The case is already in court. You don't go to court without having some of evidence
or proof. Yeah.
Osita made mistakes. Osita does come across to me like somebody who is a bit greedy. This is my own take. They asked for my take. Osimhen also come across as a stupid boy who doesn't have sense. I've always told you that anyway. I like him, but there is that stupidity of somebody who does not have sense. If you're earning 100,000 euro every week, God, what's wrong with you? Why get yourself in messes like this? It's annoying because from what you earn already, whether I get taxed or not, you shouldn't be dabbling into this. Ariel said something to me one time, and it was an education for me. He said, you cannot miss money to a person whose life is directly, the trajectory of his life is direct toggery. That's the only place it can be. And then football came and bailed the person out. Money will not change the person, will not make you poise. Those same elements will still come with the money. So look at it from this angle.
Hello guys, I'm Dr. Jamal. I'm from Ethiopia. You are watching Legbete TV Radio. Please subscribe.
Hello, my name is Dr. Nigam. I am from Pakistan and you are watching Legbete TV Radio. Please subscribe.
Hi, my name is Abdullah Wali. I'm from Pakistan, the #1 country in the world in cricket. You're watching Legbete Sports TV Radio. Please subscribe.
And I like what Daddy Freeze told Osita. Guy, they give you this money and then you give it back and you say no. You should have taken your money and given the balance, the money that you want to share to the family. What I don't like about that video was Osita and the wife keep saying, Victor Osimhen, they're the happy family. Shut the fuck up. Your job is to work and go make your own money. I always said that. I've said this before. People said that you shouldn't be saying that. Once a person make it in football, all the family members stop working. They stop having ambition. They think, oh, we have a golden goose, a goose that lays a golden egg. No, it doesn't happen like that abroad. And when was the last time you see a Messi brother or a Messi sister show up? Apart from Cristiano Ronaldo's sister, who is always coming out to sulk and cry, like Cristiano Ronaldo as well. But you hardly see that. All these footballers, they live for themselves. If they want to help their family member, it's a choice. Don't make help a right. That's what I don't like. The whole video, everything was nice, but the part where they keep saying it's not helping his family, it's not. Shut up. Go and make your money. If Victor Osimhen no signed football before, una no go shop, una no go feed on herself. You were working as somebody in an agency. You just see Victor Osimhen, you just go resign for your work. You see, this year when Buhari said Nigerian youths are lazy, people say Buhari was wrong. That's the evidence of laziness. It does not excuse what Victor Osimhen have done. But sometimes they have been there. I know. Sometimes you get frustrated to see that your whole family is sitting back just waiting for you to bring food for them to eat. And you're asking, the funny thing, this is practically the last born of the house. So you're waiting for last born to go and hustle and bring food for. What are you guys bringing to the table? This is 2022. Back in the day when we're growing up, men goes to work, women stay at home to take care of children. Today, men and women go to work. Children, live your life, survive. Because even the two people's income is not even enough again. It doesn't excuse the fact that Victor is supposed to give them their money, Osita, his money. But the way they are creating this family cabal because of Victor now, family members are not enemies to themselves for money where they don't work or another person work. So, God forbid, Victor Osimhen gets married. Let's follow this pattern a bit. Victor Osimhen gets married and shifts all his focus to his wife and children. What would the rest of the family be doing? They're not get a job again. They're not get anything. They're not get life again. So everybody's now waiting. Victor Osimhen, come and build a house for me. Come and set up a business for me. Come and if you not get sense to do business before, Victor Osimhen can invest $1 billion in you and you will still crash the business. Because to you, Victor Osimhen is the goose that lays the golden egg. It will keep bringing money. You are entitled to his money. Anytime they pay him every month or every week, you are entitled to some up. Because that's what I saw in the video. All the other parts, yes, a good conversation, but the sense of entitlement, that's in the whole conversation reek of so much sense of entitlement that it pisses me off.
From the sister, especially.
What should be in the help family? Your husband marry you. Your husband is supposed to be responsible for you. When your husband took that decision to leave the job, that he was doing, working for a very big agency. I don't want to mention their name now. You know, say me, I don't like agency people. You know, and then he resigned because one player signed for Wolfsburg. You travel, you go everywhere, you go Italy, you enjoy, you gallivant, you feel like you're a big boy. And don't forget, if we want to be honest, this same Osita, see, Kama is a bitch, oh. This same Osita set Victor against everybody, oh, at one time, oh. Because the story was not told in full. I've known this story since the beginning, oh. I've been part of this story from the beginning. This same Osita that we're talking about now set everybody, set Osimhen against the very people who raised him up, who gave him the light, the opportunity. He's a usurper. He came out of nowhere to come and benefit from something that his wife brother is. Okay? But some people drove all night to take Victor Osimhen to the under-17 national team. Some people took the last money out of their pocket to take him to camp. Some people did the impossible to make sure he see this light. This Osita shut them out of the door. He had forgotten. When he reached your night, they go meet at the freeze. Some people would take the bullet and move on and not feel bad because they have their job and they believe that wherever it is that I got to Osimhen from, I can get Tolu Arokodare, I can get this one, I can get Rashidi Yekini, I can get Taiwo Awoniyi, I can get that one. But because you're obviously not a football business person, he knows that after Victor Osimhen, there's not going to be another person you will have. That's why we're having all this conversation going to Daddy Freeze. They have a case in court. You can't depend on the court to give you judgment. You're going to Daddy Freeze. Credit to Daddy Freeze. I think he did I've always been a fan of Daddy Freeze anyway. And he did a great job because he wasn't prejudicing. He wasn't, picking side with everybody.
Yeah, he wasn't.
It was very, very fair and nice and told Osita where he got it wrong as well. I just hope that they will fix it. What I have done is that I've called the elders in the space who really are people who know about this matter, who will listen. Victor Osimhen also doesn't listen to people. I've told you that like so many times. He doesn't listen. Doesn't mean he doesn't have respect. But I think that the way he grew up, the things that he has seen, makes it almost impossible for him to trust anybody. It makes it almost impossible for him to trust anybody. You see the thing about management, and that's again is when I say Nigerian players don't pick the right people. You go pick Osita to manage your career. Osita will not know anything about managing footballers to manage your career. Person work for agency where they check ticket to try to get adverts, so make you come manage your career. And the same person goes about telling people rubbish about you. You are managing a brand that is this big, a brand that is over $150 million big. You go about talking rubbish about him. And then he fires you and takes his money from you, and then you're angry. If you know you're sitting on top of a oil rig, are you supposed to be badmouthing that product? No. The product that you're selling is the one you're badmouthing to people because you can't keep your mouth shut. It was Precious Omosiwe that said something that some people, their mouth is their biggest problem. If you trust them with a little secret, they will spill it everywhere. The ability to manage, to sit in place where some highly top secrets are being discussed and you come out of that place and you don't say anything, it's what makes you a man. Some people talk too much, and that talking too much is what put them in the problem. Eventually the issue will be solved. I've reached out to people that I think should intervene. They will do whatever they want to do, get the matter solved. People will get their money, about 270 million. Osita will get his money definitely. Somebody even guaranteed me that he's willing to pay the money. He's willing to pay the money to show to Osita that this thing where you do me, see, let the money come from my hand. No, they will sign and then he will collect the money back from Osimhen. Osimhen's got another case in Lausanne that he's dealing with. So all this drama, these things happen. These things happen. It happened with Neymar too. It's not new. He will get over it at the end of the day. He will learn. He's a kid. He's growing. Victor Osimhen is not one of those footballers you will say cut his age. You've seen his elder sisters. You've been to his place. You know how it is. So he will learn from it. Good to make mistake at the very beginning of your life. Learn from it, grow, get the right people around him, and he will get a result. It doesn't take anything away from Victor as far as I'm concerned. I still think that
you are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.